are here to wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up together.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up. Good morning.
Good morning.
Today we are going to talk about the difference between fixing something and holding space for something. That can be for yourself, whatever you're going through, or for others, the people in your life. We're always trying to fix ourselves, fix our emotions, fix what's going on with someone else, when really the best option in a lot of cases is to simply hold space. If you are new or returning, welcome. I'm Cassie.
And I'm Victoria.
And welcome to Wake Up with Victoria and Cassie.
Wake up.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Wake up. Good morning. So what do we mean by to fix or to hold space? Well, I think one of the biggest is with emotions. So like, let's say, actually we have a pretty good example from a time that Cassie so beautifully held space for me one day when I was just feeling all over the place with my emotions. I didn't really know what I was feeling, and it felt like I just needed to break down. And so we were sitting down on the couch one day, and I told her that. I said, I just feel like I need to just like break down and release this energy. And she said, okay, go ahead. And so she sat there and held space for me, and literally sat there and breathed as I expressed whatever emotion I was feeling. And it was just so beautiful, because if she had, on the other hand, tried to fix what I was going through, I wouldn't have had the ability to express the feelings that were inside, and they would have just been pushed further down and then come up again later on in the day or in the week. And so just by holding space for me that day, I'm just so grateful to you. I still think about it often. It was a game changer, and it switched my feelings of I was feeling really down and not that great, and it just changed it. Mm-hmm. It just like switched myself all of a sudden, and then we were able to get up and go outside and have a great evening. So,
And it's so important to allow yourself to feel what's coming up, because as you said, we push things down so often, they almost always resurface. And the truth is that they're always there if they haven't had the chance to move through you, be expressed, and flow through you. Mm-hmm. Emotions are energy in motion, as we know, and that energy needs to move and be released. Holding space is such a beautiful thing to do for someone, because they feel that you're not trying to fix them. Because when we feel low, the lie that we've been told is that there's something wrong with us, when in reality there is nothing wrong with us, and we simply need a space to express, to feel, to let that move through us, and to then come out on the other side of whatever that emotion is, whatever that roller coaster is that needs to be felt and expressed.
Absolutely, yeah. It's like the energy doesn't go away, but it transforms. So it transforms from like a more dense energy to, once you allow it to express, it moves on. Like it comes in the front door, you say hello, you experience it, and then it leaves out the back door. And then there's another way where you can also hold space for ourselves. And so we had another good example of this actually today. So it's the hot topic of the day, because both of us were feeling a little bit on the lower energy side, a little bit tired, and had a headache, and a couple things coming up in our body. And rather than taking a pill to make the headache go away, or becoming fearful of what this could be, we both were able to hold space for ourselves today. And so that was just taking it a little bit more easy, drinking lots of water, making sure to just have moments of rest and not push ourselves too much. I can speak for myself. I didn't push myself too much today. I just allowed myself to flow with the day and to be feeling the way that I'm feeling. It's okay to feel tired. It's okay to have a headache, and it's okay to feel a little bit low. It's all good.
Being allowed to feel what you're feeling is probably the biggest gift you can give yourself. And I know for me that's been the biggest gift that I've learned more recently in my life, because growing up we're kind of conditioned to, be on all the time and be go, and who has time for feeling the low stuff? And then that's eventually why we push down and then this stuff comes up to the surface and we don't know how to handle it because we haven't been taught, and really there's nothing to learn. It's just knowing that it's okay to give yourself some space, give yourself some breaths, and to not be hard on yourself, which sounds like a simple thing to do, but it's really the biggest thing that I am learning in my lifetime.
Absolutely. And if we don't do it, we just become like firecrackers. I don't know about you guys, but I've had moments of before doing all this work and not knowing that I could feel these feelings. I thought they were all bad and that I wasn't allowed to feel anything but positive. I was shoving them all down, and then if an instance came my way, it would like firecracker and firecracker on people that I didn't mean to firecracker on, and then the guilt comes and all the blah 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 blah. Let's feel those feelings. We don't have to back on each other.
Yeah, it's like barfing your triggers onto everybody. Yeah, and how many of us spend most of our lives living that way, where we're just constantly triggered by all of these things around us, and these emotions come up seemingly out of nowhere, when really they're not out of nowhere. They're things that we haven't felt, they're things that have been pushed down, and they may come up with a conversation with a friend, with a stranger on the street, that all of a sudden you're like, cracking fire at them.
Yeah, honking your horn, swearing obscenities. Oh, and family, that's the best place for them to come up. Blaming the family and getting upset with the family for the way that we're feeling. And I think the biggest thing out of this is like to slow down. When you're feeling whatever you're feeling, just slowing down and taking, you spoke about breath. Like breath is a super powerful way to help that energy to move. Like you're literally, the breath is almost like, I envision it as like a truck or like a train, and then you put your little emotion or big emotion on the train and you breathe it through and it passes through. And so the breath is a huge way to help with that.
Yeah, we love doing this one. This seems silly, but it actually moves a lot of energy. Animals shake and move energy very freely through their bodies to get rid of anything that might be lingering, and we've stopped doing that as humans.
Yeah, we forgot how, so now get crazy, do it on the street.
Shake,
show
shake,
other
shake,
people that
shake,
they
shake,
can do
shake,
it too. Or going on a run or doing a sport. Anything to kind of release the energy will help to and feel, not trying to get rid of it. It's like feeling it, honoring it, and then letting it move through.
Yeah, absolutely. So really not trying to fix. We don't need to be fixed. We don't need to fix others, and simply holding space for ourselves and for others. And what a beautiful world that creates, and beautiful connections, and you really, really connect more deeply with the people in your life, and it's such an amazing thing.
Yeah, to be seen and held through that is huge, and it takes vulnerability and it takes courage to get there, but like Kassie just said, it's like nothing beats it. I think your connection to whoever it is that's holding the space for you just becomes so deep, and yeah, I think we're all longing for deeper connections and deeper bonds, and so this is just such a cool way to be able to establish that.
Absolutely.
So no fixing, guys.
No fixing.
No fixing.
And an invitation for you is, if you're thinking, well, I don't have anyone in my life who holds space for me like that, who is just that open vessel that just listens and doesn't try to fix or correct or whatever, then I would invite you to first be that for someone else. So the next time someone comes to you with something, just see if you can not try to fix or give advice right away, just hold space and breathe, and you can let them know that that's what you're doing, so that they're not freaked out if that's something they're not used to.
Friends like, what?
Yeah, but once you start that, and once you open that container, then providing that for someone, then you'll start seeing more of those instances show up in your life for supporting you.
Yeah, it's the biggest gift we can give. Let's say a friend comes to you and they've got something that's going on for them, and they're sharing with you, and maybe oversharing sometimes. You don't want to feel low, or you don't want to have to take that emotion on, but you don't have to take it on. And so that's the fixing mentality. You know, if you feel like you have to fix it when a friend comes to you to speak to you about something, that's when we get into that kind of dynamic and struggle. But when we come into the like, no, I just get to hold space for you and I don't have to do anything or fix it, I can just breathe with you, then it's a lot easier and it doesn't get so sticky because there's nothing you have to do. It's just being with that person.
Yeah, such a great point, that you don't have to be drained by the situation and by the conversation. It's holding space actually removes any of that, and you're just simply an open vessel for sharing and really allowing someone to move through something and then coming to the other side and whatever that is. If you like this video, please subscribe and hit the like button, and we'll be sharing a lot more content on how to live a more inspired life and how to wake up from the conditioning of society, from the lies we've been told, and from anything that no longer serves us. And
absolutely
bring in, what are we bringing in?
Creativity, inspiration,
fun.
all the fun, juicy things. Yeah, thanks for landing with us here, you guys. Thanks for connecting with us. We're so excited to be here with you and to be on this journey with you.
Talk soon.
Adios.